Whew, I got here in the end. Hi everyone, Rusty Dog here. Just had to go down and make a coffee. So a couple of minutes late. Right, here we are then. The update is here. Apart from the obvious, the Panther Clipper, I'm just trying to look through and see if there's any... Ah, there they are, the patch notes. Right, let me see if there's anything fixed. Okay, plenty of fixes. Okay, they're all bug fixes basically. But I'm not going to go through them now. You guys can check them out on the Frontier forum if you wish. I'm not really seeing anything magical. Right, okay, let's get into it then. So, the Panther Clipper, the big one is here. Now, I have purchased the standard version, because that's the one I always purchase. It was successful. It's taken my arcs away, so it's done. Now, I don't know how this works. I think I can just bring it out in any place I want, right? Because I haven't bought it off the shipyard yet. So the fact that I was in a platform that didn't have outfitting or a shipyard shouldn't make any difference. I've now come over to Jameson, so it should be available. Now you know me guys, I could have had the Panther Clipper sitting here on the pad if I wanted to and then said hi everybody, but I don't do that. You know me, I do the stream, we'll bring the ship on, and then you can have my first reaction to it. Yeah, and so can I. Right, so let's bring it in then. If it's in the list, I hope it is. And it's good that we're in Jameson because they've got all of the stuff. There she is, ready to deploy. Alright, let's deploy it then. So I've already seen the stats on this. I think the maximum tonnage is 1,238, I believe. Right, that's deployed then, is it? Are we there? There we go. Now we have to use it. Let's see it pop up on here. If it's got enough room to fit, it does. Yeah, it's a big beast, isn't it? Right, so let's have a look at the stock details. 2 large, 4 mediums, 4 smalls. Not bad for a tradie ship. Power plant. I was going to say it would have to be something hellish, and it is. It's an 8. Thrusters 8. Frame shift 7. I'm expecting around 35, maybe 40 maximum. 35, 36 FSD. Come on, fingers. Utility mounts, we've got 6. Optionals, we've got 2 Class 8s. Nice. And we've got the, what do they call them now? The cargo rack Mark II or something? I don't know. Something like this. Where it doubles. So where a 7 would be 128, the optimized one would be 256, I think. Right, yes, who's on? Steve Zodiac is on. Hi, Steve. Anthony, how are you, Anthony? Welcome. Commander Selim, greetings to you. And also Von Doodle. Hi, Von Doodle. Yeah, welcome. So, yeah, it's got a lot of stuff on it. So, shall we... I should have done this in VR so I could check out the size of this thing. Okay. I like the cockpit. Let's just get rid of the junk. Yeah, I like the cockpit. It looks like it's a big thing. Oh my God. Oh, it is a big thing. Yeah. I wonder where I could put the snooker table. There's enough room for one. This is big, man. Well, I mean, we knew that, right? But I mean, what I mean is like the cabin, the cockpit only takes up a little part of the ship. Okay. Like it doesn't go the whole width, is what I'm saying. Right. Shall we have a look outside? No. No, let's not use external camera. Let's disembark. Yeah, it's big. I like the cockpit. And you know what I like about it? Well, I can't show you now. Let's go back in. Oh, I think it's got multi-crew and fighter. What I like about this is you see those buttons there, the yellow, two white, an orange and a yellow. I like those. They look, I've not seen those on other ships, and not that I can remember, but they look cool. And there's even a little thing there to put your mobile phone on. That's nice, that's good. It's nice, isn't it? I bet it looks wicked in VR when you're having a walk around. And there's some cable at the back, of course, loose cables. Wouldn't be complete if it didn't have loose cables pinned somewhere. Yeah, those buttons are nice. I like them. Just a small detail, but it's one I've not seen on other ships. Angry lunchtime stream, yeah. Right, the reason I'm doing this now, and it's not going to be a massive long stream, is because I'm doing a stream later today. Because Le Mans Ultimate has dropped, it's downloaded, it's ready to play. And I want to get my teeth into that so bad. Because it's going to be really good. People have said it's really good. Oh, let me just get this out of the way. I was watching a sim race stream yesterday. Jardier was streaming in ACC, doing a race in Mount Panorama, Bathurst. Oh my freaking God, what a race that was. I'll put a link to it on my Discord if you want to go watch it. It's an hour and a half for the race, but if not, I've also left a link for the last half an hour. It's awesome. I couldn't... I don't think anybody could like go for a pee or nip down to have a quick snack. Everybody was glued to it, man. It was a freaking epic race. Epic race. Yeah. So, if you're slightly interested in sim racing, go to that link. It's freaking awesome. Right, now that that's out the way, let's get out. Yeah, so hi Angry, Quasar Rad, hi Quasar, and Grey, hi Grey. Greetings. Right, so here it is then. I'm going to look up first. Oh, that's only half the ship? Oh my goodness. Right. How far out do I need to walk? 500 miles? To proclaim myself far enough away? There's a pun in there somewhere. Is that enough at the railings? Yeah, so they did. They have managed to squeeze this in then. They haven't had to invent extra large launch pads. Oh, fucking hell. That is a beast. It looks like, you know those OBD diagnostic sockets in the cars for doing the diagnostics plugs. It looks like those. Or SCART, maybe a SCART thing. I wonder, you'd have to go on a very low grav planet in order to leap high enough to get on top of this thing. But have you noticed how the entry point is not in the dead center on this one? Unlike every other frickin' ship in the game. It's there, it's offset onto the left. As you were, well, the left of the ship as the right from our point of view. It's going to take me a year to walk around this ship. I like it in the default livery, by the way. I could have got the Stellar version, but... Nah. You get a bundle with this. You get like a decal, which I'll have to put on. So you get a decal with it, and you get... I don't know what else. Something else. Oh, look at those thrusters. They look like... Oh yeah, they look like the space shuttle thrusters. that's on the back of the orbiter. It looks just like them. They've been plagiarizing ideas. The fighter bay's offset too, is it? So you guys know more about this than me. Oh my god, that is so high. Who's going to be the first to make this into an exploration vessel? And then trying to figure out where to land. Are these all... Oh my god, are these all like maneuvering thrusters? Oh no, they're the main, aren't they? These are the swizzly ones. How many do you need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, is that? Per each? Is that 21 each? Am I counting that right? I don't know. I can't be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20. So there's 80 mini thrusters on that one. 80 over there. So yeah, this was 19,010 or something arcs. That's some nice detail up there. Let's see if we can shine a torch up there. Oh god, not another array. So what are we looking at? Like 160 thrusters? Like mini ones, built onto 4 big ones on each leg. So I'm going to want to know its thermal and its fuel usage during overcharge. But I want to put on a decent, even if I don't engineer it, I want to put on a decent SCO. Keep clear. Yeah, no shit. Yeah, you don't want to be anywhere near this when this goes off. Prometheus vibes. You know what? Yeah, I think so. Look at the size of this big foot. Well, there's a lot of good detail in this. Heat vents. Oh, it's just like the ones on the top of the Mandalay, only there's like more of them. And as you can see, they're all fitted with USB-C sockets, so that's nice. You can plug in there and recharge. Zorgen Peterson written the opposite way around for some reason. Got the cut. Oh, this is going to be fun. Is that the SRV drop? Because this is the cargo rack, or is this? I don't know. No, this is the oh well, whichever. I wonder how difficult it's going to be to pick up cargo with this thing, you know, without a limpet kind of thing. So we've got 2 of these darker panels here, and then this one, that's got to be the SRV dropout one. Yes, Von Doodle, I was just thinking the same thing. They should go back and just add some, even if they just add, you know what, greebles? Have you heard of greebles? So greebles are just things like you get on space buildings and spaceships. And it's like that vent is a greeble. What else? All sorts of little things like these. Just little, you know, details that you can add onto a spaceship. That'll count as a greeble. This'll count. You know, and they just should go back and just add some more details. Greebling it. Whoa, look at the pinkness. Purpleness, I suppose. And I can fit under there. Yeah. We'll get this on the bright side of a planet and land it, and then we'll be able to see it better. Okay, I don't know where to go where I can get like a good vista. I think on a planet's surface, yeah, you can't really appreciate it here. All right. Okay. You'll just give me 10 minutes to get back to the drop-in point. It's a long walk. Ah, you used to sci-fi scratch build greebles, did you? Oh, right. Yeah, you can get them in, like if you're on 3D sites, you can get them in sets. And then you can use them on like space corridors, in rooms, on spaceships. Like the Death Star surface is full of them. You know what I mean? It's all that kind of stuff. Nemesis and Andy K, welcome guys. Hello. I wasn't sure about doing this at this time of day because I didn't know how many would be here. I would imagine a lot of the United States is still asleep. Yeah, cockpit, two thumbs up, I like it. The handles on the side there, shiny handles. It's what is that round thing? Is it an Alexa updated thing or is it a air freshener? No, I think they're air vents actually. I think, yeah, they're vents, like air vents. Tune it to outside, yeah, vacuum vents. And then you got the little mobile phone holder there. I can't wait to see this in VR. Both from the outside and also because in VR, if you use room mode, you can have a walk around and see. I can check what's behind me because I can't see it here. That's not to say we won't get to see it, but I can't see it right now. Okay, so first thing then, I guess, outfitting, right? Yeah. Right, so default jump range then is 11.7. That's not the worst in the world. The speed, okay. I wonder what the inertia on this is going to be like. Right, let's ditch, oh boy, me and my right mouse click. Let's ditch the weapons. I'm not going to put any weapons on at this moment. It's just going to add extra weight. I can change the views. Yeah, you're right, yeah. Yeah, I know when I'm in here there's... Oh, but that's, I'm in external view, right? So it's... There you go. Enter free camera. Not sure if this is free oh, there it is. There we go. I was using the keys. Are we allowed to walk around, or can we just orbit? Yeah. Is it just orbiting we can do now? Looks like it, doesn't it? Now, there is 3 seats here, but would there be some... I'm not seeing any stairs. Or am I? Yep. No. No, okay, forget that. And what about... Can I get rid of the junk from here? Yeah. There you go, first screenshot. Whoa, that is some hellish field of view though. She's a big bugger, isn't she? Whoa, look at the top. I like it. I like that the center is all in black. Nice. Very nice. All right. Enough for a cookout. The bridge is great. They've done a good job on it. In fact, I'm going to say that they've done a great job on the whole design. Like the interior and the exterior looks nice. She looks like a... If this was a combat ship, you would run. wouldn't you? You'd run away. Even if you're in a Corvette. If this was a combat ship, yeah, no, bye, see you later. Right, let's see what we can do with these things here. Class 8 is big money, so let's go with power plant. Stored here. Oh, it's already engineered. I've got one already engineered, guys. Where possible, I will do that. Now this is armor. Oh, it's not really the one I want, but I wouldn't mind putting that on than any other, because I'm going from 24 megawatts now to 42.3, and it's armored. Yeah, let's stick that on. Thrusters. I'm probably not got any engineered ones already done. No, I've got some 6s. We'll go with 8s. 142 million, you bastard. But yeah, cool. So that puts us into the 280s at boost. It's not going to be a fast ship, this thing. Right, the one we all like, the SCO here. So we want this one. I obviously don't have any pre-engineered, not pre-engineered, not these, but ones that I've made. Oh, wait a minute though. Yeah, no, I don't have any SCOs, so we're going to have to buy one at 54 million. Right, life support, we can D that. 5D. More bits. Hey, more bits. Boost out the mail slot. Oh, you don't even have to ask. You know I'm going to try it. Yeah, somebody has said already, Von Doodle, that they need to do a green livery, like a Thunderbird 2 livery. Every time it comes off the launch pad, we can just be in our head. It'll be right. Well, that would be cool, though, wouldn't it? To have a pod in the middle that drops down and brings the SRV out like Thunderbird 2. How freaking cool would that be? Right, more bits. Remember the one from Elite 2? Yeah, I played it, but I don't remember the Panther Clipper too much. I had a large plasma accelerator. Yeah, this one's got some really good hard points. It's 2 large, 4 mediums, 4 small. The 4 small, easy. Cyto scramblers. Are you allowed to have 4 of those? I don't know. 4 cyto scramblers for ripping shields down. Ooh, now we've got a pre-engineered 6. I know it's a class 7 slot. Right, so we've got 61 weapon, 41 engine, 41 systems. Oh, right, this is okay. Right, but obviously when this is engineered, it's going to outdo the 6 anyway. Right, sensors. You could argue for long range on this as an engineering, because you know, if you're trading huge amounts, you certainly wouldn't mind to have long range sensors to make sure that any potential pirates that you can see, you get early warning of them and you can take action, make evasive action if you need to. So there is, I think there's definitely a call there for long range. Let's just stick some D-rated on there though. And the fuel tank, 128. Why do I get the feeling we're going to need that? This thing's going to be thirsty. So the only other thing we need to worry about is in the optionals. And that would be a a fuel scoop. Well, I don't know. How much fuel does this thing consume? I don't know. Like, it depends. If you are using it per trade, and you're doing, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 hops backwards and forwards, you're probably not going to need a fuel scoop. Even fully loaded. But maxed out, I wish they had presets on here, don't you? So you had cargo max and you just click it and it just filled everything in. But if you max out everything, then yeah, you can't, like, so this is the new one, the Mark II storage compartments, and you can't have it on all of them, unfortunately. So this is a Mark II. Is that the only one? Yeah, it is. So let's have a look at this Mark II one. It's optimized, isn't it? So they're different now. There you go. So a normal class 7, oh, it's not double though. So a normal class 7 would be 128, but a Mark II one squeezes 192 in there. I think that's just how Amazon pack their vans as well. They just squash everything in and break it. No, I'm just kidding. Hi, Stephen. Yeah, I'm late to the party. I went out shopping. And then I hassled a DHL driver for driving too close behind me. I don't know why you get that a lot in the UK. People drive too close behind. I don't know why they do it, but I don't like it, so I let them know. Yeah, so let's put one of these in. So there's 2 types of cargo racks now. So I think you don't need a class 8 fuel scoop, nor do you need a class 8 shield, really. You could do it in the 7. I mean, this being here is just silliness. It should be here. But Frontier, do this. I'm going to get rid of that anyway. Certainly get rid of these. I don't know why they do this. They keep placing things in the wrong slots. They put 5s in 6s and all that stuff. Yeah. Advanced docking computer. I think the fact that it has SCO makes the Super Cruise Assist redundant, unless you're going to be away from the keyboard. But I think what we can do is get rid of this. Now, there's probably a good argument to have an advanced docking computer on one of these, if it's tight going through the mail slot. So it's probably worth to have it, like I have it on my Mandalay, where it's fitted, but it's disabled. And if I feel I need it, I can enable it. I don't think I'll be landing too much on planet surfaces with this. But, you know, it'll be going into spaceports and settlements and stuff, I would imagine. Big, you know, big, not settlements, but big ground bases. Oh, that's a Mark II as well. Okay, right, so how much does a Class 2 8? 384 up from 256. Okay. Should we just cargo rack this thing? Just for now, as a test, guys, I want to cargo rack it all without putting any shields or fuel scoop on, just for now. I'm not going to go out like this, but I just want to see what the final number is, which I've already probably got an idea already. I'm just making sure it doesn't say Mark II anywhere. So let me just see what we're up to now. So cargo is already 1,012 24, and I've still got... See, you could have a Class 6 shield. It wouldn't be amazing, but it would, you know, if you were to scrape or have a little ding on the mail slot coming in, it would protect you from that. It's just if you get pirated, you need... Yeah, you might need something a bit better. But let's face it, Frontier have made space fairly nursery-like. It's not that dangerous. And besides, this thing's got enough weaponry or hard points to give any potential attacker a pretty hard time, I would say. You've just got to make sure you load the right weapons in to either put them off, make them think twice and change course and surge out, or before your shields go down, or kill them quickly. I want to put the bottom, like if I didn't have this and I wanted to put a Class 1 cargo on there, whether I would make this the smallest one, an anti-corrosion cargo rack, just in case, for any reason I might need to carry something with that kind of cargo. I don't know. Yeah, just put one quick one of these in, you know. I don't know. Yeah, top 8 slot is a Mark II, you're right. Everybody who watched Thunderbirds remembers the mole drilling machine coming out. Yeah, it was awesome. I grew up watching Thunderbirds. It was great stuff. Right, so there you go. That is your maximum. 1, 2, 3, 6. Oh, that's pretty savage. Now, if you're going to now construct a new space station or a platform or whatever, and you're hauling stuff from, you know, what do you call those mega ships that are made for hauling that kind of, you know, those special mega ships that they introduce. If you're going to visit one of those, it's like you're flying a warehouse, basically. You know, yeah, FSD booster, yeah, we have to get one of those in. But now that's the thing. Let's go up to Class 8 here for a specific reason, informational reasons. So let's go, we're going to replace. We aren't going to replace, but it's just to pretend we're going to replace. All right, so the reason I did go up to Class 8 is I wanted to see what the highest class of booster was, and it's a 5. Okay, so now we can come back, and we can go down to a 5 slot here. Let's take this bottom one, and we can replace it. I mean, do I need to haul that much cargo? Probably not. I don't know whether I would put shield, scoop, and booster, all 3. I don't know. The fuel scoop doesn't have to be the Class 8 either. You could have it as a Class 6. You just have to be waiting around a bit longer, if you didn't mind that. It's certainly there's certainly a trade-off there to be made, as always. Shields I definitely want. Do I need a 7? Maybe. Let's go to 7. And let's go to shield generator. See, you could go for an 8 and then just, or well, what I'm trying to get to is, I know you can go 8 plus boosters, but you could do a 7 shield and then just fill up your utility slots with boosters. The other thing I've heard recommended for this ship, which makes a lot of sense to me, is, where possible, So look, I've still got I'll come back to that in a second. I've still got over 1,000 cargo, right? And I've got my shields, and I don't have a scoop. I'm going to go without a scoop for now and see what happens. Right. So on the hard points, they were saying that because of placement, maybe not so much there. That looks okay. But if you're going to get targeted by pirates, that they recommended to go with turreted weapons and just let the ship just do it, get it, you know, because it'll be able to shoot on its own anywhere. Yes, it causes less damage, but if they go behind you or to the side, you can still hit them. So maybe the hit rate would be higher. And if you're in a ship that's slow turning to face them again, well, while you're doing that, your weapons are still hitting them. So I would probably go with largely a turreted build here. I certainly wouldn't be going with fixed weapons, not on this. But I think turreted would make sense. So we have a placement here right at the bottom, and also this one for the two large. So in terms of them pointing up and doing any damage, so on the twos, we've got this one at the top, that one at the top, that one at the side. It's blindsided on one side there, as you can see. It can't shoot that one. So is that one. And then we've got another two at the top, small ones, and another two at the bottom. Yeah. Yeah, damage per second would be higher with turrets, right. Right. And also, if you're trying to boost away from them, your weapons can still be firing backwards at them. Burst lasers. Yeah, just get, something that's, anything. Anything that's going to put them off. But yeah, I think I would go turreted on this. But I'm not going to put any weapons on right now because it's just going to add mass, and I want to check out jump range and stuff. Utilities, couple of shield boosters, a chaff thing. What's the other thing? Point defense. Yeah, chaff and a couple of point defense. Maybe not on the bottom of the ship, like here. Have you got anything at the top? Yeah. So, couple of these 2 point defense perhaps. At the bottom of the ship underneath, where they're out the way, we can have the couple of shield boosters, right? And a chaff. Chaff can be anywhere pretty much. Yeah, you could be pretty defensive in this thing. Right, let's get back to the bottom information here. Current jump range before engineering is 30.5. Will we break 40? I don't know, guys. I don't know. What I also don't know is, can I do the experimental? I'll let you know now. I can. I've got 11 data mines, so I can get the mass manager. Because you need 5 to do it. All right, lovely. So far, guys, so far, so good. The internals are good. The external of the internals, when I mean the internals, I'm talking about outfitting internals. Right? It's pretty hefty, isn't it? Maybe you could say, well, it's a massive ship. Maybe I expected a bit more. But I don't know. It's if you take away those thrusters on the sides, it looks like the SRN-8 hovercraft. Google a picture of the SRN-8 hovercraft. It looks like it to me. Right, but anyway, it actually does. It's got the fins on the back. It's got the little cabin where it is and the shape. No? Maybe just me. Yeah, so external, like, as you're looking at the ship, external camera. The external camera here is showing the ship now for the first time. We've not done it from external camera. Definitely need to speed the camera up here. too much. Some lovely details. Nice details. But yeah, they've been doing that lately. There's some nice details on the T8. There's some lovely, lovely details on the Mandalay. And this looks, man, this looks like it looks like somebody's modded it and they've nicked it out of another game, like Star Citizen or something. They brought it into Elite as a mod. I like this black middle. I think that's really nice, the contrast between the two. All right, let's slow the camera down a little. Oh, is that a pitot tube for outside air pressure? I don't think so. All right, need to slow the camera down even more. There we go. That's a big space in there, isn't it? You could put a snooker table in there. And a king-size bed. Oh no, are they the retro thrusters here? Is that what these are? Shall we, a periscope? Yeah, you probably need it. If you're coming in, if there's another clipper in front of you waiting to dock, you need a periscope to look over it, yeah. A double engine, yeah, that would be awesome, Andy, wouldn't it? A double engineered SCO. Yeah, we'd have to work on that one in the future. Okay, so let's just get a little bit of engineering done from here. So we'll just go FSD. Obviously we can't get the experimental on, but we can go over and get that sorted. Hopefully we'll be able to do everything. Let's go to 5, 4. Yeah, we're good. Right, let's go and increase this FSD up. I reckon the mass manager is only going to add, what, 3, 4, 5? I don't know. From now on, it's going to be a periscope, isn't it? That periscope, chaps. So maybe, if it is a periscope, maybe they are going to have water on planets in an update, and this ship can go under it. No, I'm just trying to spoof gossip, you know, theories. And as is so typical, when Frontier posted on their social media saying, yeah, the Panther Clipper today, servers are going to be down for about 4 hours, blah, blah, blah. Underneath there was the first comment. What do you think it was? What do you think it was? Oh, take a guess. I mean, yeah, the first comment underneath was, when are we going to get ships that we can walk about in? When can we have ship interiors? Oh. That one's not going away, is it? All right, there we go, guys. That was you. Right, so obviously we still need to put the experimental on there. Let's go to engines and get the maximum thrust out of this thing, can we? Yeah, we can. I mean, I'm not bothered about ship interiors personally. But, you know, I think Frontier should only waste, well, it wouldn't be a waste in that case, but Frontier should only spend time doing such a thing if the interiors are more than just corridors and rooms. They have to be functional in some way. You know, like, let us go to the room where the SRV is and open the front glass, get inside, and then transport ourselves down from that room. Or, you know, have a wardrobe for all your suits and an armory for all your weapons, and you can change suits from in those, you know, wardrobes and stuff. Hello, I'll just call you Six. Is that all right? 6YROP here. Hi, Six. The maneuvering thrusters are going to be awesome, and the main thrusters, like there's like 80 of them, 80 mini ones. If I've got my count right. Yeah. Monte Cristo or Dracula? Have I got my count right? Yeah, so we'll see those in action. See if the impressiveness, how can I phrase this? Let's see if the value on the impressive meter beats the value on the impressive meter that the Mandalay gave when that took off, and you see the engines at the back. Because for me, that's the most impressive rear end on any of the ships in the game. I'm not counting the Clipper yet because I ain't seen it, but you know, the vertical going to horizontal thrust engines and all that stuff, and the way it all moves around at the back, that's just glorious. The Mandalay is beautiful, and it has a certain score on the impressive-ometer. You know what I mean? So can the Panther Clipper beat that? What else do we need to do? I don't think we need to do power plants yet. Can we go long range on this? I'd probably like to go lightweight, but let's just see right now. And power distributor. I'm not going to spend time doing full engineering on this yet because it's something I want to work out. Okay, so current jump range then, guys, without the mass manager, which is going to add, you know, single digits to it. 41. That's not too shabby. However, what it's not telling me on this particular display is what the jump range is going to be if I'm full up with 1076 cargo. So let's find out, what will the jump range be if this ship was full up? 2998. Okay, so once we fit the experimental, it's going to be over 30. That ain't bad, is it? What's the T9 when it's full up? I got mine to 30, I think. Yeah. When my T9 is full up with 792, no, it's not that full, is it? 780, I think my T9 is. But anyway, yeah, so when it's full, to let's say 780, it'll do 30 light years. This will do a little bit over 30, maybe 32, 33, with 1,000 tons of cargo. Right. Let's plot a route to... Oh, we have to do it this way, don't we? Because I can never remember where these guys are. Let's plot a route over to Professor Palin, which also means we get to land on a planet. And let's go get the FSD done. Next jump. So I'm curious then, from Shinny to my system, I think unloaded, I think my T9 does it in 7 jumps. I'm going to have to plot the route. Okay, this takes a jump off it. And I'm talking 7 jumps when it was empty, the T9, to bring it from Shinny to my system. Yeah. Oh, 3.5 million now. Yeah, it was 7 jumps. This knocks a jump off it. All right, fine. Right, let's get back to Arc. Arc, 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 arc. The other thing I want to quickly check before we leave, guys, because information and stuff, is the mass of the ship. So that's going to be down in this panel. Yeah, we've got no weapons on there yet. Total mass. Oh my god. So right now, empty, it's 1,876 tons. Fully loaded with cargo, it's going to be nearly 4,500 tons. Oh, yeah, Inertia City, baby. Yeah, I think we'll just have to rename this ship the Inertia Monster. Denzel, hi Denzel. And Light Domain, yeah. Right, guys, we've got another thing to splash on here, I think. If we go into livery, apparently there's a decal that comes with this, and there's something else as well. There was 3 things that came in the bundle. Let me tell you. So the ship, and then whatever this, I don't know what this means, but it says Panther Clipper Shipyard Unlock. What does that mean? We've unlocked the shipyard? Anyway, I don't know what that means. And then the other one is the Panther Clipper Mk II Owners Club decal. Only available during ARC's early access. That tells me that once it goes into the shipyard and comes off ARC's, you can't get that decal anymore. You can only have the decal if you buy the ship with ARC's. That's what that tells me. So, where are we going to put that then? Where does that go, guys? Does it going to go with nameplates? Shipyard Unlock means you can buy Panther Clipper with... Oh, right. Okay, okay. Understood. Which section are we going to get the Panther Clipper? Oh, they have brought out some liveries with it. That looks like the ship that R2-D2 was built in. You know what I like as well? That they're keeping the middle of the ship black. They haven't brought us a Thunderbird's green. Midnight black. Some of these are, I mean, this looks like a toothpaste tube to me. I'm not particularly. And this is Egyptian. That's very pharaoh. I'm not a big fan. The grey might work. Yeah, that works okay. That works okay, striped. Where would the decals be? It'll carry 1,236 tons maxed out. But that's no shields, no fuel scoop, nothing. That's just totally maxed out cargo, everything. You might not want to have that config, unless you're feeling a little bit brave. Decals, there you go. Ooh, nice, nice, nice. Yeah, that looks weird there. Let's put one everywhere. What happened? Front decal. Click. Why is it taking me to here then? Oh, here. Oh, so I've got to go in again and then click it. Understood. I'm not seeing these. I like those. Wow, that looks really silvery. Or is that just the way the light's hitting it? Oh, no, oh, the ruby's gorgeous. That's nice, man. So what's these little... Oh, because they come as a group. Yeah, they come as a group. Oh, that's nice. I like these. Silvered ruby. Nah, I like the ruby. Oh, I don't know. Both are nice, to be fair. You got the gold. These are nice. Yes. I haven't seen those. I'm a little bit out of touch then with deliveries, I guess. With the decals, I should say. Right, so okay. Yeah, they're nice. Right, so on the left and right, I might put those elite ones on. Where's that silver baby? Does that work? Yeah, that's the silver doesn't show up very well. So this is gold. The silver against the grey. Let's go with ruby silvered. And we'll do the same on the other side, just for now. A good thing about these is you can change them whenever you want. Alright, let's get out, guys. Let's take it out. Orange and black stripes for the win. Or yellow and black. So it would look like a little wasp, well, a big wasp. But it would if they had yellow and black stripes, I think it would be nice. Hi Ian Drake 07. So they think you need a decal to point out you're playing. Yeah, it's an owners club. It's an owners club thing, isn't it? Just in case you're going to ship meets where you've got all Clipper owners meeting. Right. Let's go over and see Professor Palin. And let's get 4 pips into the engines. I shouldn't have done a launch, guys. I just realized what I should have done was just told it to come to the surface. Let's see if we can get this entire animation here. Oh, it's moving. Why are you moving? Why are you going forward? How do I get back? Why was it moving forward? I've got no power on it at all. Alright. Let's go back outside. This is crazy. Oh, suddenly everything's lit up now. Right. Feet in. Oh, hold on. Yeah, there you go. Oh, look at that. Transformers. Oh, it slides all the way up that thingy. Yeah, of course, that makes a lot of sense. One thruster up, one thruster down. Otherwise, the front thrusters will burn up the back ones. I think there's still a bit of overlap there. I hope they've got a decent heat shield on the thing. Right, so let's pull back a little, guys. Do we want to see it directly from the back or from an angle? I think from a slight angle, right? Alright, let's see if we can get some control here. Oh, I wonder if you can change the colour of those. Not that I'd want to, that looks nice. I'm just going backwards so I can go forwards. Man, the nice flaring that you're getting on those left-hand thrusters, look, like a lens flare. Alright, let's do this. I hope they put the cockpit dead center. Ready for the sounds? We're too low. There goes my shields. Oh, I'm down to 39%. My shields were that bad. Okay, so boosting out. Bad idea. Guys, I've only got 39% hull left. We need guidance arrows. I'm stuck. Oh my god. That was tighter than, well, I can't say on family viewing, but that was tight. Whoa. I hope you guys have got subwoofers, because you can just hear that rumble. Listen to this. It sounds like thunder, for Christ's sake. Angry skies. Right, are we doing it? Oh, the colour change. Oh, she's a big one. This is like a big interstellar thing, isn't it? Look at this. Right, so let's just bring her a bit slower. Bring star down a little bit. And also, you notice you've got the heat shimmer. There's the retro thrusters coming in. Oh, look at all. Was that like a load of thrusters on the top? Let's go down. Oh, look how many there are. We can do bacon, sausage, egg on all of those. And then on the bottom we've got nose up. Alright, so this is vertical upwards. Well, there's a couple there. Yeah, I can see 4. See the ones on the nose? You've got the ones right on the front of the nose, the nostrils, and then you've got, so as you're coming down, you've got the nostril ones, and then as you leave go of the button, you've got the counter ones at the bottom on the nose. And then if we tilt, what would it be? Trying to work it out here. This way. Right, just leave and go, you get all those forward thrusts there, just as you leave go to slow it down. So, vertical thrust downwards, lights up 8 thrusters on the top. And then we have, it's weird, it's like doing it in a mirror. Right, can you face me? Is that possible? Thank you. There you go. Okay, and if you don't mind just correcting, there we go. Okay, reverse. Forward. Backwards. Now, in terms of maneuverability, it is what it is. It's what you see. Let's go on board. Right, barrel roll. I think for the size of the ship it is. Right, so while we're in the blue zone on the throttle, let's go pitch up. It's going to be a lot slower when you've got a belly full of cargo. But empty? It's not it's not bad. And that's not bad, guys, for the size of this thing. How cool is it? They've done good, haven't they? So, okay, we are at maximum speed, and I'm going to kill the throttle, see how quick it takes to get to 0. Now. So you've got all those thrusters automatically coming in on the front to slow it down. Takes a little while, but there you go. So what was the top speed there? Was it 270-ish, 280? The boost speed is not too shabby. I wonder if we can stick an experimental on there to make it hit 400. That would be nice. And the heat, the thermal on it, well, I've just been boosting, so it's currently 29%. Okay, so she's resting at 29, 26 now, obviously let it go a little bit longer, so 20, 26. And she seems to be resting at around 278 currently. Alright, super cruise. I could have done this jump straight to arc, but that's not the test, is it? It looks, yeah, I'm going to need a bit of getting used to getting this thing through the mail slot. I think advanced docking computer, highly recommended. Yeah, with the grade 4 dirties, yeah. I'll have to get mine all done up. Dirty drags will get a lot more power on it. Right, I guess we're going to do it then. Let's at least point to the system we're going to. And let's see what the resting thermal rate is on this. It has to beat 58, is it, or 56? I don't think it'll do that, but you never know. If it can beat 56, I'll be seriously freaking impressed. Go. And I don't know what the speed is either. I'm not going to worry about the fuel. 57, 60, oof, it's a little bit. 62, so that's just gone higher than the Mandalay. 65, it's not quickly overheating though. 3000. Mandalay currently is the slowest at 4200. This is going to be even slower. There you go. So 3070 something. Yeah, let's call it 3070 Nvidia speed. And the resting thermal rate is 65%, which is fine. That's good. It's rested and stopped there, so I could just run this all day. Leaving go of the joystick, this is what it's like. So it's not quick. Will it still be 3070 when it's fully loaded, I wonder? It's gone through half the fuel tank already. But yeah, it's resting at 65. So the only ships in the game, of the new ones, that are engineered or built for the SCO that will overheat you is the Python 2 and the Type 8, is it? Yeah, and the Type 8. They both overheat. Mandalay won't overheat. Cobra Mark 5 is the coolest, and that doesn't overheat. So the top three in terms of thermal, Cobra 5 wins. Then the Mandalay in second, and this is in third place. And then I think the T8 fourth, and the worst one is the Panther. sorry, the Python, sorry. Yeah, it's turbo boost in Super Cruise. It is, yeah. Right, now let's jump. They're going to need to construct a larger warp tunnel to get this thing through. Look at this, it's like a dining room table. Are we going to see the heat vents? Look at all the heat vents on the top, and we know for sure that there's a crap load at the bottom. Now how good is... Oh, I don't have a fuel scoop. Oh yeah, I've got to... I have to be mindful of that. The Roaring Lion, hey! Right, so I've just killed the thrusters here because I want to have a look at the array of thermal vents, as I would call them. So we've got like 16 there, and then where was the others? Wasn't there some more? Ah, there they go. So you got another 4 there. Right, look at this view, Christ. Okay, so I'm going to try not to kill myself here. Some people use orbit lines. I don't use them, and nor do I nor do I use an internal view. I want to see the I want to try to get to scooping range. Are these vents out already? I can't tell. Anyway, let's get close in here. I am going to put the orbit line on just for now. Right, I know I'm not scooping, I know that. I just want to see the vents come out. Let's have a look underneath. Because they should be glowing, right? But they don't look like they are. They must be venting heat, though. They must be. Okay, so what happens if I go away? Do they disappear in? Or do they only glow when you're scooping? Is that it? Oh, there we go. Right, so when they're out, they're venting, and they hide themselves literally in. Okay, understood. There you go. We have not had over 100 people on this stream for a long time. Welcome, everybody. Nice to see you all here. Right, let's go see Palin. Should we do it from the sys map, or do we just keep scrolling? There we go. Right, let's bring this in planet side. It's a big and impressive ship, there's no doubt about it. Just look how small those animated lines are on the side of the ship. They're usually quite big, aren't they? I mean, if you're in a Sidewinder, they're quite large. And it's noticeable how small they are in this ship. I don't want to overcharge at the moment because I'm just taking a look around. It's impressive from all the angles, really. Yeah, trying to look cool. Got some depth of field going on in the background there. If I go into the free camera suite here, ah yes, we do have zoom. There we go. I'm missing my target. Man, she's a big old thing. I want to see what she looks like on the light side of a planet's surface when I get out and walk away from it. Or I'm actually going to land not at Able Laboratory right now, I don't think. Oh yeah, let's do that first, and then we'll go around onto the light side. Land there. I can't get the SRV out because I didn't put one in. So that plan's gone. Yeah, we'll just get out and run away from the ship a little and see what it looks like from there. Now, if we're going to Able Laboratory, which is here, gravity 0.14. Okay, so a tenth of that on Earth, well, ish. Now then, is that going to be enough low gravity to allow me to jump onto the roof of the ship? Probably not, but if it isn't, it might do. Yeah, it might do. If it isn't, we can get up via the legs in a couple of jumps. Are the landing pads big enough? They are, yeah. And yeah, it's just I tried boosting out of the mail slot like an idiot, and it cost me all my shields, and my hull is down to 39%. So the default hull is it's bad. It's pretty bad. I would probably consider some upgrade to the hull, you know, from the outfitting. So thankfully Able Laboratory is actually on the light side. Right, let me just see what my angle is. Okay, let me just try and make that a slightly bit steeper, because it is gonna narrow it or shallow itself out a little. Okay. Now then, I don't have the camera right now. Look at that side profile. There you go, couple of screenshots. That looks like a proper spaceship, doesn't it? Eh? That's a proper one in this game. And those back legs, as soon as they land, those back legs are going to be coming down. They're going to slide down that back end there. I'm too far away, guys. We are still in glide, but not for long. Why am I boosting in glide? It makes no difference. Okay, now you can boost. Right, let's listen to the boost sound external. It explodes first, and then it's like, and then it goes. Here we go again. In 3, 2, 1. It's like a massive gunshot in the background, and then you just hear the boost. Combat ramming build. So yeah, hey Crafty Mining, Hibiscus, hi. Yeah. So yeah, in terms of volume, obviously this is the new best trading ship. And for doing, you know, your construction stuff, this is the best you're gonna get, right? We do not have a launch pad big enough. Oh, it's auto docking. Okay, fine. I didn't plan on that, but why not? We can watch it happen from the outside. I want to see this back leg go down. I like the offset, obviously, to stop so it doesn't inhibit the front thrusters, and it doesn't burn the back ones. Check this out. It's the dog doing its thing mode. That's nice. Now it looks like a frog now. Yeah, it's gone into frog mode. There's a lot of heat shimmer, isn't there, around the ship? So this is what it looks like on a large landing pad. It fits. You know what it reminds me of at this angle? If you were a kid back in the day, you know what I'm talking about? Big Track. Do you guys remember Big Track? It looks like Big Track. Anyway. Don't forget to repair. Yeah. Yeah, I need that. So now that we're in the more light regions, we've got some little vents there. I wonder if they're movable. Yeah, it is big track, isn't it? It is. Boop, boop, boop. Do, 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 do. I wonder if those vents, you know, are animated. It might just be with Frontier now, who knows? Got some nice lighting, talking of which. Yep, very nice. I think that looks like faked baked light to me though, but it doesn't matter, it still looks good. The engines are very impressive. The animation is impressive. There, you could bring that whole back door down and Thunderbird 4 comes out the back. Oh man. Like, she's big, right? I mean, she's really big. I like the offset exit and entry point on this thing. You're not coming out dead center. And apparently somebody said the ship launch fighter is the same. So we've got that on there. Where's the front decal? What is it class as front? That one. Okay. So yeah, that decal only available if you buy the ship with arcs. Once it comes to the showroom, you know, the shipyard, I don't think if you buy it from the shipyard, when it becomes available, I don't think that decal comes with it. They've got what, 16 thermal venting things there. They've got another 16 on the two sides here, and then underneath, oh my god, I'm running in front of the leg now. Underneath there's even more of those. I'll probably be able to see them if I get out on foot, but there's more underneath, and it can vent underneath as well. Okay, the repair bill's fairly hefty. Yeah, let's go see. Just need a multi-tool. Yeah, or a sonic screwdriver. A robot dog, yeah. Yeah, like those toy dogs you can get, right? Those remote ones that you can buy. They do look a bit like that. So yeah, as you said, this blue teleporter thing, as I call it, that's the middle of the ship here, and you are offset. That's the only ship in the entire game that does this. So maybe they've just done it as a little novelty thing, or because everything else is in the way and they can't do it. She has got a big snout. Big crocodile kind of snout. Okay. It's a mile to the doors of the elevators. If there was any time I wanted to be able to jump here, it's now. Oh, they should get some better lighting in these hangars. Yeah, it's massive. But, wait a minute. You know how much, like if you want to know, like, a ship that's a tight squeeze in here, it's the Beluga. Put a Beluga in here, and the back end of it is over here by the wall. It just about misses these things here. The Beluga is just, it's back here right next to the wall. You could just about get a person in the gap. The Beluga's freaking massive. It's really long, where this one is more wide than it is long. This is wider than the Beluga, but the Beluga is much longer. It's almost hitting the wall. It's super tight squeeze. Oh, the Orca's offset, is it? Serious? I've never known that. Wasted space, yeah. Yeah, if they'd made it bigger to go to the back wall, we could have had a bit more cargo in there. Yeah, for sure. Why not? I'm not where I'm supposed to be. What have I done wrong here? Ras Gaming, hey! You have it on console? Do they have these ships on console though? Where do I go and see? Oh, never mind. I don't. You don't do it on foot, do you, with these? Never mind. Yeah, I'm thinking about going up to the engineer on foot, but you don't. Yeah, so there's the. No, that's not the heat array, is it? No, there they are. There they are. 8 of them. So there's one there, one on the other side, obviously. Is that all? There's only 8 under here. A couple more little mini thrusters. "20 mini thrusters on each leg, and there's four thruster legs here, so you've got 80. So 80 there and 80 on the other side, so 160. Then there's the other leg. Yeah, 320 main thrusters, or mini ones. It's big enough. Yeah, I guess what's going to be interesting is how it performs in the task it was built for, which is trading. I would certainly 100%, if I was trading from space station to space station, I'm using, with this ship, I'm probably gonna, unless I get super used to it, I'm probably going to be using the advanced docking computer to get in and out of the mail slot. Yeah, I think so. And you know me, guys, I don't use the docking computer really, but on this thing, yeah. Yes, I can see the need for it. Right, so we're just going to pop this on. And I think... Oh, we've got engines as well. We've got dirty drives on here already. Does it have the drag? It doesn't. So let's get the drag on as well. Very nice. Okay, that's 2 experimentals that we've got on now. Alright, so full jump range now on this would be 42.37 empty, and full up jump range will be 30.7. That's pretty much what my T9 is when it's full up. My boost now is 401, and my speed has gone from 278, was it, to 289, and it's boosting to 400, which isn't too shabby. Plenty of power left over on the power plant there. Plenty. Half of it at least. Yeah, 1,076 tons I've got on this. I wonder how many... Okay, so now I'm curious. So we have an empty ship and a full tank. So Let's just go down, I don't know, here somewhere. And just stick that. And let's take off jet cones. And plot a route. Okay. I'm not going there, don't worry. I just want to see how many jumps I'm getting before she runs out. Okay, so there's the field star. So let's go back to the beginning because I can calculate it in my head better. Right, so from arc we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, 7, 8, 9. 9 jumps on this fuel tank while we're empty. Okay, interesting. I was going to fill it up with something, but you won't get anything here. I was going to put 1,000 of something in there and see how many jumps it'll do when it's full. Probably 6 or 7 maybe. But yeah, 9, as long as you're wherever you're going, and when you're empty is less than 9 jumps away, but 9 or less, you probably don't need a fuel scoop. How it lands on a high G world? Well, again, be very careful, and secondly, auto dock computer. Yeah, I'm not one for auto docking, but as I say, I have it on my Mandalay, but I've got it disabled and I only use it if I'm going over some rough terrain. But for a ship of this size, knowing how much damage it can take, although I haven't engineered my shields, but knowing how much damage it can take. To be fair, I do need to upgrade the hull, and also and I need to do that, and I also need to engineer the shields. But I would recommend using the autodock, and also because it's such a massive ship, landing on a planet surface, not that you'll be doing too much of it if you're trading, but yeah. I wonder if this is like that, there was this pop star back in the day, I can't remember, I think he was a member of a rock band, and his, I don't know if it was his daily vehicle, but he owned, it was like a big army truck thing, freaking huge army truck thing. I can't remember if it had Caterpillar tracks on the back or not, but it was one of those big, huge army things. And somebody asked him, where do you park it, you know? And his answer was, anywhere I want to. You just drive it over a car. Yeah. Oh, are we gonna... This is gonna crush the rocks underneath it. Wow, it really wanted me to be level, didn't it? Right, let's get out. You said bye-bye to the Cutter and the T10. They're good ships, man. They're good ships. 4,000 shields? Oh, what, on this, on your, on the Clipper? That's not too shabby, is it? Oh my god. Yes, it's only now when you realise this is bigger than a small settlement. What the hell? Okay, so we've got 0.1 gravity. I'm going to get up on this higher rock here. Here we go. Oh, just about made it with 0.1 gravity. Oh, that's nice, man. That looks nice. Is there a blue tint on the window? Is that just... Yeah, there is. It's blue tinted. Oh, slick, man. That looks cool. I wonder how much a new windscreen is for one of these. And there's the settlement in the background. Still hot. Don't touch. And those. Yep. Stay clear of those. Little tiny fins. Make all the difference. They just help maneuver. Is that the beacon light, is it? Beacon light on. Oh, what a great place to hide. Space battles on top of the ship. Lovely. Danger. High voltage. This'll be a good little cubby hole. You know those experiments that you do where you go on somebody's ship without their shields on, and they take you up. They go up. This is a good little place to hide in. Save you falling off the ship. Oh man, this is huge. Absolutely big. That's a sheer drop down there. Let's have a look over the engines. Yeah, this whole animation up and down here is really cool. Ooh, I thought there was a gap to the ground there, but there isn't. And just like on an aeroplane, you have green light on the right and on the left. Danger, yeah, weapons coming out of here. Let's steer. Yeah, look at that. Look how far away the front of the ship is, though. Can I get to it in one leap? No chance. No. Yeah, this view's nice, isn't it? The glass looks really cool. Now then, one thing I do want to check out, because I have not seen it yet, is the lights, the headlights. I don't know where they are, so let's tell it to come on. Oh, they're lights then. I thought they were the thrusters on the front. Okay. Man, does it shine up underneath as well? Yeah, it does. So you've got a light on the bottom, one on the top, and then all those at the front. And that's it, I think. It's just those. Okay, now I just want to wave it away so we can see it from here. I don't know if I have to be facing the front or what. Yeah, great. Bye-bye. See you, big truck. That mixture of the blue and red flares on the thing, that looks kind of cool. Well, guys, I guess we're walking back now. See, on the last stream we did a test, didn't we, about if you have the docking computer enabled or disabled, when you recall the ship, does it have more accuracy at landing closer to you or anything? Yeah. Nikentai, how much cargo? 1,236. 524 million tons. That's a lot of trips, isn't it? How's that happened? Yeah, how did he manage that? Right, let's get our ship back so we can watch it land. Hopefully it's not going to land like a kilometer away. Please don't. So I'll go just to a point where it's not going to land, which is here. Here she comes. It looks like it's close by just because it's massive. There's the legs coming down. What was that purple there? Oh, she's big. Yes. Kicking up plenty of dust there. Two massive hydraulic struts here, just to hold the thing in place, I guess. Everywhere you see labels, it's caution, caution, danger, danger, keep clear, danger, caution. It's scary just to be near it. Alright, are these the stairs? So why can't I just go in? That's a big door. Oh, God, I meant to board it. There we go. Right, so we've got 3 crew seats and also room for a fighter, if you want to put a fighter on, which would be a nice little slot to consume if you want to do some, a lot of trading, to have a little guy. You've got your turreted weapons, and you've got your guy in your fighter helping you out. But yeah, when I outfit this with weapons, it's I think definitely gonna be. Oh, it's gonna be a trade ship, not a combat ship, but I'm gonna outfit it with turreted weapons for sure, because it just seems to make the most sense on a ship this size to just have everything turreted. Because then, because of how the ship's not slow, but because of how it is, you want to give yourself the best chance to hit these ships. And yeah, if they zoom past behind you, you can still be hitting them while you're trying to turn around or whatever. So what do we need to engineer now? Anything desperately? Shields, right? Okay. I don't know what we're going to do to the shields though. Thermal. Have you, any of you guys who's got the Clipper, put shields on? And if so, what engineering have you used, if any? So who's my shields person? Lee Chung does them to grade 5, yeah. Laksak, 113 light years. Let's go. And I've got another stream to do today. Oh boy, it's my busy day today. Right, 3 jumps to Laksak and 2 smoking barrels, baby. Let's go. So what's she like scooting over the landscape here? Make sure you've got that 0 on the pitch there, so you don't accidentally sink her into the ground. Oh man, that's what subwoofers are made for, baby. It looks like something out of Star Wars, doesn't it? Hell. Yeah, you've got that distant gunshot sound and then the boost itself. Here we go. Right, you can go off on your own. Oh, it doesn't go very far on its own. Okay. Nope, it doesn't go far into the distance. Right, let's go. Got a straight jump out. Wow, that sound felt like it was not only in the background, but it felt like it was far away, like very much behind me, which, given the size of the ship, I suppose it is far away. A handheld weapon, yeah. It is a bit weird, isn't it? But then, look at economics as well. Like a rifle and or a suit will cost you more than 10 sidewinders, you know. More than that, actually, if it's pre-upgraded. You can pay 13 million for a suit. How far up the shipyard do you have to go before you reach a ship that's worth 13 million or just under? You know, the economics on foot don't correlate with the economics in space. It's going to take a bit of getting used to the size of this this cockpit area here. It's certainly impressive. The ship's big enough to create its own gravity. Well, if you like the ship, then leave a like. And I'll pass it on to Frontier. Just pull the trigger for the clipper. Yeah. We've got two clippers now though, haven't we? The Imperial one and the Panther one. So we have to make sure now it's I clipper and P clipper, I guess. Yeah, it's not bad. I can't remember. Oh yeah, it was. I cost me £13, I think. I mean, if I got the $8.99 worth of arcs, I would have had just enough to purchase it with, but I wouldn't have had any arcs left over. So I spent the extra couple of pounds, $12.99, to get the 25,000 arcs, I think. And that left me a little bit left over, which is fine. So yeah, basically 12 quid, 13 quid or whatever it was, I can't remember. I think 13 pounds to buy the ship. But I do have arcs left over, like I say. Yeah, I've got 11,000 left over, so I could buy a livery with it or something. God, I thought it was going to emergency come out of it there. Let's just pop this for a second. And what does she look like in night vision? Okay. Clean lines, nice clean lines. Something like this would have made a great exploration ship as well, because you've got great views out of all these windows. It's just landing it on rough terrain would be problematic. Hence, docking computer. Yeah. Don't leave your space dock without one. Not on this. Actually, if you're doing construction and you're landing on a megaship launch pad, and then you're going over to your system and landing on the launch pad there, You don't need advanced docking then, do you? Just bring her in. Looks like we have another engineer whose base is in the daylight. Saw something cool the other day. I was watching a video on YouTube, something, and they were showing this company that made mattresses. Right, it's just mattresses for, you know, your normal bed mattress and stuff. I don't know if it did anything else. Probably it did. All that kind of stuff, you know. Yeah, all that kind of bedding stuff. So it did, like, it made mattresses in the main. And where the reception area was, there was a sign on top, and it said bed quarters, which I thought was kind of cool. Bed quarters. Yeah, that was nice. Yeah, I want to see the bridge in VR. I definitely do. I always, like, I used to use Dr. Kai's launcher to switch Elite to and from VR, but I don't remember how to do it now. Is it just a case of removing the dash no VR thing and then running Steam VR first and then launching Elite? Is that enough to get it into VR mode? Because yeah, I would like to have a quick look at it in virtual reality, especially in the hangar. Holy Christ, it's going to be amazing from there. Okay, so this will be a manual landing this time.
Access granted. Proceed to landing pad 08.
Oh God. Alright, we have inertia. Oh my God, stop. I can't stop it coming down. Whoa, and that's empty. That's the inertia when she's empty. Oh, flicking hell. Yep. Yeah, okay. I couldn't stop it coming down, and the deceleration rate was so slow. It was taking ages to decelerate. What's it going to be like when she's got an extra, what is it, 3.5 tons on board? Just under. There you go. The landing gear seemed to slow it down a bit more. And there is the wireframe of it, so to speak. Right, let's see if we can do this from outside. Oh, we missed the animation. I was too low and it's landed itself. Missed the animation. Never mind.
Arrival has been noted.
We'll check it. We'll check it on the way out. Yeah, always have a boost. This is what I'm saying about, like, when you're coming in like that with either on a high grav planet or with a ship that's really quite heavy with a lot of inertia. Don't put the landing gear down until you're really close to the pad, just in case, because with the landing gear down, you're going to be coming in and it's going to, oh my God, we're going to crash, and you're going to try and hit that boost to get back up in the air. I say air, but you know what I mean. And it's not going to be there for you because your landing gear's down and you're all in a panic, so you don't realize. So yeah, you can't boost with your landing gear down, so you have to be wary of that. Okay. If you have no arcs, the ship, it depends, Jive, it depends which one. If you go for the standard one, I don't know in dollars, but I'm going to say roughly around $15. And then it's probably, I don't know, maybe nearly nearly double that for the Stellar version, which is a pre-built one. But I don't bother with the pre-built one because I like to build my own. But yeah, around $15 I would say for the standard version. Yeah. Rod, nice one. Hi, Rod. Right, now which one are we going for? Maybe reinforced? Can we go all the way on that? We can. So this plays on distributor draw, the broken regenerate, and the thermal resistance. Thermal resistance is 19.8%. This is minus 10. Okay. But it boosts overall optimal strength. Eclectic. The ship performs well. I've only run it empty so far. It's got quite a bit of inertia to it, but in space it's not too shabby. Oh, we've already got this on it, look. It's not too shabby, to be fair, in space, and yeah, she's not too bad. It looks amazing. Oh, we've already got this. It looks amazing, to be honest, inside and out. It's massive. But yeah, I did try going through the, the mail slot on the space station, but I tried to boost through it, and that didn't work out. I will succeed in doing that though, for sure. But yeah, 1,200 tons of cargo. It's not bad, is it? So, do I switch from thermal, guys, or just leave this as it is? Because the moment when I boosted and I hit that inside of that mail slot there, it took my shields down completely. I wonder how much. See, it doesn't give you an idea of how many shields what your shield is going to end up looking like. So, for example, if I go to there, shield health 275, that's what I want to know. There's my kinetic values as well, and thermal and explosive. So there's my resistances. So the shield is 275. I'd like to know if I went with reinforced, what that number would be, and it doesn't tell you, does it? So that 124% is what? Is that 120 on the optimal strength? Is that 124% over what I have? No, it's not. That's fully, isn't it? And it's 34% more than what I have now. Right. So if I go with the reinforced, I'll be getting 34% better optimals, 8% better explosive. But on thermals, I'll be down. Yeah, I can do this. Yeah, I'm going to switch to reinforced, see if we can better 275. What I really should be doing is keeping these and buying a new set of shields. Can we store these? Oh, we can. It's got outfitting. Okay, so we're going to store these shields and put some new ones on. If they sell them. If they sell them. Do you know what I was watching the other day, Eclectic? Was your the bottom video. Yeah, was it bottom 2? The one where they go into jail, into prison? Oh man, they're crazy guys. Right, so we've got Class 7 bi-weaves. But do you have Class 7 bi-weaves? Oh boy. They've got 7 prismatics. That's a thought though, isn't it? Prismatics. Because once you get pirated and stuff, how often is it that you're going to get pirated again in quick succession? Unless they keep interdicting you. But they don't have bioweaves here. Look at the extra power that the prismatics takes up. Whoa. Drops my jump range under 400 as well. Sorry, my speed, and it drops my jump range as well. Drops everything. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the shields I've got for now, and then I'll drop them off at Shinrata and then put some new blank ones on, so to speak, and then I'll get them I'll get a set of reinforced shields. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. Right, what's the other thing that the engineer did here? Sensors. So again, do we go lightweight or do we go long range? If we go lightweight, the range, it looks like it doesn't affect it. It just changes, we just lose 25% of the scan angle. You lose a bit of integrity. But you also gain 60% of the mass of the item. So you're bringing it down from 8 tons to 1.6. Yep, let's do that then. Do I not have anything pinned here? No, okay. Class 6 shields, I don't know. Isn't that going to be worse though? Why would I want to take off my class 7s for a 6? Unless obviously to change the amount of cargo. I'm interested to see how many jumps I can do, which we've already tested, but I also need to test it on a full tank. How many jumps I can make on a, not a full tank, but on a, well yes, obviously on a full tank and on a full load of cargo. With and without. It looks like we're about, depending, I'm going to keep it as 9 jumps. I can do 9 jumps on this fuel. Empty cargo, but with full cargo I have to guess 6 or 7 jumps maximum. Right, it's okay, so that's lightweighted now, so the jump range is now 42.48. Every little helps. I was trying to think. What is this name? Kaya Bajaja. I was trying to think to go to a vessel, a megaship, just to pick up some stuff. We can do that, can't we? There's a megaship near here. In one of these systems. It looks like I don't have it bookmarked. Oh yeah, that is it. This is it. Yeah, that's my system up here. So I think this is the, yeah, so let's go here. 2 jumps. That's it. Awesome. So we're just going to pick up a load from a megaship and transport it to my system. And just drop it in there for no reason whatsoever. Let's go. Worst shield, but well, yeah, you're doubling the cargo on on one slot though, right? Yeah. It would have been nice if all the cargo racks were available to be Mark IIs.
Ship restraints disengaged. Commence departure.
Again, we have movement for some reason. Nope.
Attention, clear the landing zone immediately.
Okay, we're going to do this again because now you've given me a fine. So we're going to run this through again. I'm not having this rubbish. See, we're sinking and I can't do anything about it. My shields are just no good. They're no good. There'd be strong shields on most ships, but on this thing they're paper.
Taking damage.
Yep, keep taking the damage, boy. We're doing this whether you like it or not. And I had 4 pips to shields. And all this to see something that we've already seen, but I don't care. Alright, let's go, let's go. We need to find a... We may need the advanced computer. Yeah, even if you're pointing or pitching up, the ship will go down. Creative by Design UK, yeah, thank you for the sub. I didn't get an alert thing on my thing on my screen. Yeah, I think the back of the legs got caught in the launch pad thing. I don't know. I was stuck with the landscape for some reason. And I don't know what happened to the controls here. I couldn't get the controls either working, so it was just the whole frickin' thing was a mess. Right. Here we go again. Okay, so we have 2 jumps to make, plus a little bit of overcharging to do. And now I've got anonymous access here. Isn't that brilliant? What's in store for me next? Notoriety? Oh, wrong button. Wrong button, guys. Clumsy on the keys.
Solon, Peterson Romeo Uniform 2, commencing automated flight control. Please observe.
3, 2, 1,
Yeah, lovely. Nice one, Frontier. So out of the new ships that have come out, obviously my two favourites are the Cobra and the Mandalay. I say obviously, it's not obvious at all, but my two favourites are the Cobra 5 and the Mandalay. Does this pop into that top three? They brought out kind of two trade ships now, haven't they? The Type 8 and this. Obviously this is Big Daddy version. But the Type 8 does a decent job. I'm not quite sure where it fits into the whole scheme of things, because there's the T9 and the T10 as well. But I suppose from the T9 down to the 7, it's quite a jump, isn't it? So the T8 does kind of fill that slot. T9 and T10 obviously don't have what's the word, reliable reliable SCO. They'll burn up. They're not very, it's not very useful to have them, let's put it that way. Whereas the T8 fills that. You can overcharge to places, and now with this thing you can also. So yeah. Yeah, Zolto, yeah. I do like the Cobra 5 as well though. That's freaking awesome. I think they've kind of made the Cobra 3 and 4 redundant. I mean, the Cobra 3 is an iconic ship in Elite Dangerous, probably the most iconic ship in the game, right? But and it is a very little effective ship. But that Cobra 5 is just, it's better in every way. It's slightly bigger, because you've got the Cobra 3 and then you've got the 4, which is slightly bigger than the 3, and the 5 is slightly bigger than the 4. But the 5 is the only one with overcharge capability, you know, proper overcharge capability. And the internals are good on it as well, and it looks cool. They've stayed true to the Cobra look. Yeah, and it's ridiculously quick as well. It's the fastest ship in the game in terms of the overcharge speed. Yeah, nothing even comes close to it. It doesn't touch it. Yeah, no drag racing with a Cobra 5 in overcharge. It used to be that the Mandalay was the slowest ship in overcharge mode. Now it's this one, and the Cobra was the fastest. So I think was it Mandalay slowest, then T8, and then I think the Python was doing like 6,500 or something, and then you've got the Cobra 5, which is doing like was it 8,000 C, and the Mandalay does 4,200. So this is doing about 3,070, something like this. Yeah, I know about the landing gear, mate, but I'm not ready to put it down until I know my ship is stable. Hopefully we can get repairs here as well.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Okay, so we are now empty and fully fueled. So let's just run that little test again. So we estimate 9 jumps, let's say 10, multiplied by the jump range, which is 42, let's say 43. So if I go 430 light years out, ish, Ish. Doesn't matter. We can do 500 or 600 as long as it's above 430. I'll try and navigate a straight line. 439. Let's do a little bit extra. 479. Right. I need it so that we've got a dotted line here, so that we're running out of fuel. Yeah, we are. Okay. So fuel star, we've got 1. Let's bring it down. So there's our starting point. So let's assume this is the start point where the ship is. So this is the first jump. 1 jump, 2 jumps, 3 jumps, 4 jumps, 5. That is 1 here, isn't it? In the middle. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in this case. Right, so it's varying between 9 and 10 jumps then. Maybe that lightweight sensor made it go to 10. Point defense close to the cargo hatch. That's an interesting thought. Yeah. Well, the Panther Clipper's fuel efficient, but it does have a 128-ton tank. So there's that as well. Nexus hazard height. Is it possible to fit a level 6 shield? Yeah, you can. You won't have as much shield, but yeah, you can fit a class 6 or a class 5 or whatever. Yeah, sure. There's probably a point where there will be a point where you can't fit too low a class because it's not enough power to shield the entire ship, and it won't let you do it. Won't let you fit it. So it's 10 jumps to this sector. So let's keep that route plotted. Right. Wow. Let's keep that plotted. Go into commodities. And let's pick up what would be useful. My system is extraction and industrial, I think. So we've got industrial materials. Ooh. Yeah. Let's do 190. Yeah, they've got plenty there. Let's pick up 1076 CMMs.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
So now my ship is something like 4,500 tons. Okay. So now we want to come back down. Obviously this jump route now is not going to work anymore, because we are full. But I need to get to it. No. I know, we don't have to go beyond the first dotted line, really. We don't need to, but I am, because I just want to make it, as level as possible compared to the other test. There. Okay, so cancel the route and replot. How many extra jumps did it just put in? It's 18 now. Oops. Right, now let's see how many jumps that is. So where are we? We're there. Okay, so 1. It was 10 before. 2. 3. 4. Is it just going to be 5? 5. No, it can go again. 6, 7, 8. What? Come up, come up. Surely no more than 8. 9. Get out of here, no way. Oh yeah, because they're shorter jumps. What am I doing in my head? Yeah, they're shorter jumps. Okay. Well, we can work it out still. Actually, we can work it out quite easily. We were doing 42 light year jump range, and it did 10 jumps, which meant we could go roughly 420 light years on a full tank. Now we've got 30. but it's doing shorter jumps now. So I don't know. Okay, so 30.8. Let's call it 31 because it's more closer to 31. So all we have to do is come down to where it says last fuel store, which is here, and see how many light years away that is. 308. So we're losing about 110 light years. It's 110 light years less, which in my terms is 4 jumps, right? 30. Am I making sense? Probably not. I'm just saying if I kept the other distances, which were impossible, it would have been 6 jumps instead of 10, which would have, yeah, sounds about right. All right. Right then, so we have an absolutely full belly here, and we're going to take them to Rusty Dog Orbital and just drop them off there. See if we can make a profit at the same time. And the inertia. The only way to find out how good the inertia is going to be is to land on a planet, I guess, of, you know, I was going to say average gravity, but what the hell would that be? Something that isn't 1 or above. 0.5. There you go. 0.5 or 0.1. It'll be interesting now trying to maneuver this through the mail slot and find out like how quick can it. Oh, wait a minute though. How quick can it slow down with a full load? Just from top speed, which is now 262. Takes a while, doesn't it? And you certainly don't want this if you're going in the wrong direction, like downwards when you should be going straight, which is what it does when it's crashing into the ground. Okay, like what happened to me just now. So let's boost with a full load and we get 363. 4. Okay. Yeah, deceleration. You've got to start decelerating earlier, I think, for sure. Not as bad as a cutter. Yeah, I haven't really done any trading in a cutter, not that I can remember. So I don't really have it to compare to. But you guys obviously do. Yeah, is it faster? Yeah, it'd be an interesting comparison actually. But to note that this is faster at boost or whatever, or top speed as well, when it's carrying more cargo on top of that, and it's a big ship. It's bigger ship, more cargo, more fuel on board, so a lot more mass, and it still performs better than its competitors. That's pretty significant, I would say. Gray's Pie Factory. My ship's too big to dock for a pie though, so I won't be going there. And then, yes, but you've got all that better speed, and on top of that, you have the overcharge, which is perfect. Really loving those buttons on the dashboard, though. Those lit up buttons. They've got those the white ones have got a little bit of a glow to them, you know, on the left and right sides there. They should put those buttons on other ships, man. And now someone's going to tell me, oh yeah, they've got them on loads of ships, Rusty. And I haven't even noticed. But here they're kind of right in your face. You've got some to the side, and you've got the array that's on the left and right as well. I like them. Those buttons look cool. They look nice. And of course, right in front of us, we have some exposed cable. as usual. You wouldn't get that on an Imperial ship. Yeah, have a look around any Imperial ship. It's clean, it's hoovered, it's dust-free environment. It just looks luxurious, doesn't it? The Imperial ships. These look more utilitarian. Yeah. Who's going to be the first to interdict me? You're the one with the big haul. I wonder if they'll change the message for the Clipper. You're the one with the huge haul. Have that message come out just for Panther Clipper pilots. Unstable. It's. I tell you what. It's a little bit more unstable than some of the smaller ships during the overcharge phase, right? It is dancing around a little bit. Yeah, Jin, that's a nice build. It's a nice build. Right, here's my place. Are we going in manually or auto docking? Of course we're going in manually, but I'm probably going to lose my shields again. I'm probably going to get destroyed carrying all this cargo. Right, so let's see what the inertia's like. Don't get hit by the knitting needle. Oh, Jesus. Keep boosting. Yeah, they sound good. It's one thing you don't have to worry about with Elite Dangerous is how good are the sounds. Because Frontier always seem to nail the sounds. Whoever their sound guy is, I've actually met him, but it was quite a while ago. I don't know if he's the same guy that's there, but whoever their sound guy is right now, yeah, you make sure you keep him on your payroll, because yeah, is it the same guy? I wonder if it's the same guy that's been doing it for all this time, because he's very, very good at what he does. When it comes to such things like attention to detail, you know, if you hear sounds, you can just hear some subtle sounds, like in the spectrum scanner and stuff like that, just subtle detail sounds. The guy's got it spot on. Please don't let there be a Type 9 coming in. I'm not central. Okay, my shields are down. I can't help it. Do you realise what I'm driving in with? We got in anyway. There's going to be many, many fines dished out for loitering in the mail slot. Anonymous access everywhere you go. Just be ready for it. Da-da-da, and don't you land. Don't you dare land. Right, let's get this landing animation. I want to see those back legs. Okay, you want to do this? Do it. Tell you what, let's do it this way. There you go. Oh no, the animation happens when you put the legs down, doesn't it? So we missed it. Never mind. Yeah, I shouldn't have put the legs down. It's okay. Almost 31 jump range when fully loaded. If I fit more cargo, obviously that's going to go down a little. Probably dip into the 20s. Right, commodities. Sell. CMM composites. Well, there you go. 1.577 million profit. Now back up to 42.48. And we could, if we got the pre-engineered one, I reckon we could squeeze a few more from that. Possibly 45 to 48 light years, maybe. If I had a pre-engineered SCO. I'll work on that though, but we do need to go into the Titan cloud in order to get it. Yeah. So, with a jump range, you know, people have got exploration ships with worse jump ranges than that. And this ship's not even D-rated. It's got A-rated stuff on it. So we would be able to squeeze more. I reckon if you were outfit this for exploration, what do you guys think? Do you reckon we could touch about 50 light year jump range? If things were D-rated and you had lightweight this and that and the other. Obviously you need to fit SRV. And of course it's plenty of places you're going to have trouble landing on, of course. But I wonder if you could hit 50 with it. It would be interesting to put it through the likes of Coriolis or ED Shipyard and stuff like that, just to do a build and see what it would come out like. Yeah, the shields on this are terrible at the moment. Maybe, I don't know. I don't do a lot of trading, so I could probably put Class 8 shields on this. Class 8 prismatics. Problem with those, of course, is when they break, the recharge takes a while. I think it's my cutter. I've got prismatics on that. It's a combat ship. And the problem is if they break, I think it was reported at one point that it was, to get it back up to 100%, once it's regenerated, it's like 45 minutes. I mean, yeah. Right, so what do we do with this now? It would make a pretty decent combat ship, but it's a question of the armaments that you're going to put on. Turreted for sure, but what are we going with? Multis, point defense all around as well, but multis and maybe some thermal vented, or a thermal vent, yeah, 2 thermal vented beam lasers on the top, those in the large slots, and then the 4 mediums and the 4 smalls can be multi-cannons. Pack hounds. Yeah, that'd be cool, wouldn't it? Yeah, reboot, repair, and pop a shield cell. I never carry shield cells, though. That's another thing. Yeah, I don't do that either. Maybe something like this would have to force me to change my habits or something, you know? Yeah. It's like with the docking computer. I mean, any other ship I probably wouldn't use it on, but this thing just... I don't even go external camera when we're going through the mouse lock to see how tight it is, because my ship's going to get destroyed. Although, actually, you know what? We can. Not on the way out, though. Yeah, because even the docking computer's not going to get you out the slot. Alright, let's see if we can see how tight it is through the slot. This is going to be difficult though, isn't it? The docking computer's not going to help us. Is it? Yeah, it docks from outside, doesn't it? It starts from outside. Am I right? If I've got my landing gear down outside the station, just outside the door here, can it bring me in? Shows you how little I use the docking computer. I have no idea. Right, so here we go with the anonymous access. Okay. This is a bad idea. Oh yeah, auto land. Okay, let's try. I know it lands, but I'm just wondering whether you have to be... Because normally I don't put my... How did I clear that? I'm at 100%. Normally it says the docking computer won't work until you put your landing gear down. But I normally never put the landing gear down until I'm over the pad. And if you put it down here, I don't think it's going to fit in. Because it has to go into that frog mode, that frog stance. Oh, it works on throttle 0. Okay, let's do this then. Let me just see if it's enabled. It's not. Okay, advanced docking computer is on.
Request approved. Cleared for landing.
Ah, there we go. Yeah, I remember now. Waiting in the queue. Right, so now we can watch this. So in order to get an idea of how tight it is to get in, we want to be right behind it, don't we? There's so much heat shimmer coming off everywhere, really, which is cool, by the way. That's not a complaint. It looks gorgeous. Okay, so that's pretty much. Oh man, you can get 2 London buses through there at the same time as well. No, it's not as tight as I thought it was going to be. So I guess you've just got to be, you know, up and down. You've just got to be dead center, and left and right just dead center, and you still got a little bit of leeway either way. Okay. Yeah, so it's not as tight as I thought, and yet the ship looks pretty massive, doesn't it? And I've got my T9 here as well in this station. We should get somebody with a cutter, somebody with a beluga, and then me with this, and we all land on a planet together in a line, just to compare the sizes. You feel safe running without shields? Oh well, you're brave, man. I don't know if I've got that bravery quite yet. Ah, I was gonna say, Jin, yeah, you must be down under. Well, good night. It's 3 p.m. here. Yeah, good night. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. So, guys, tell me, what's your feedback on it? What do you guys think of the Panther Clipper? I've definitely had my say on it. It's a thumbs up from me. It's impressive looking. There's no two ways about it. Midnight. Oh wow, yeah. Yeah, it's impressive. It is cool, isn't it? A good hauler. Yeah, it is. And the design and everything looks nice. These inlets here from this side kind of remind me of probably wrongly, but it reminds me of the Vipers from Galactica. Did they have that? I don't know why that's in my head, but okay. Yeah, it is. I'm digging the little offset entry point. That's nice. Oh boy, she is a behemoth of a thing. That picture of the Type 8 there in red looks like Optimus Prime, for God's sake. But this thing looks like it's transforming when you take off. But it's got some nice roundish, smooth lines. It's not all angular like a lot of the Federation ships are. Like the Corvette is angular, the T8 is angular as frick. But this has got some nice little smooth lines to it, which I like. Buying some arcs now. You haven't played it in 10 years, Wolfman? Yeah, so how do I get this running in VR then? I'm guessing I just run it without the minus VR on the, what'd you call it, on the command line. And then just do, run Steam VR first, I guess, and then run the game? Would that work? Should I try? Would you guys want me to give it a shot? "10 years is a long time." A lot's changed in 10 years, Wolfman. It's a whole different ball game now. I mean, as you can see, I'm on foot here. Trying to look cool. Yeah. I'll maybe do a separate short video of this thing in VR. But it's going to just be... Oh, actually, you know what? If I do it in VR, I can look around inside the cockpit, but I might have to set up the room mode and set up my room again. I should get some commission. Yeah. I don't know if my Steam VR is in room mode or the sitting still mode. I'm not sure. But if it's not, if I have to plot my room out again, then I have to use my controller to plot the area where my room is and put it all on the ground level. There's a whole setup thing. Oh yeah, the armor. 600 million? That is crazy. I don't know how much I've got here. Let's have a look. Are we talking about the military grade stuff, right? But that's expensive anyway. But yeah, on something... Okay, I've only got reinforced here. That's 117 just for the reinforced. 152% more. And looking at the jump range there, we're going from 42.5, let's call it, 42.5, down to 41.2. So we lose a light year jump range. And we lose a few, yeah. So the reinforced is there, but the other stuff, the two big expensive ones are not going to be there. And that's with a 2.5% reduction. 600 million for armor. That would take me into 11.7 billion, and I've got 12.3 now. So yeah, apart from checking it out in VR, I've got a feeling if I do it in VR and I look behind me, the picture's going to start flickering everywhere. Yeah, still playing it, man. It's in September, which is how many months away is that? 2 months? It's the 10th anniversary of my channel. And I started the channel with Elite Dangerous. Right. If you guys can bear with me, I'm going to give it a go at running VR. And I'll put the VR view on the screen so you can see what I'm seeing. I may have to go into Steam VR and set room mode. And hopefully it has the credentials to know. Not the credentials, what do you call it? The settings that it remembers from last time. So I don't have to set it all up again, hopefully. Right, so, okay, so I've got ED launch, and then I've got / no VR. So if I just take no VR out of it, what I don't remember is, does Elite auto launch Steam VR, or do you have to run it first and then go into the game? That's the bit I don't know. Okay, so right, so my Steam VR is now running, and we've got, well, I won't bother with the room setup just in case it's already working. That'll save time. So let me just run Elite Launcher and see if it goes into VR mode. I hope so. It might want to run Steam VR itself though, that's the problem. No, not a 24-hour stream, I'm doing another one later. Log into a Meta account. No, I shouldn't have to log into an account. No, that's Oculus. I'm not interested in that. I've cancelled that then. So, a YouTube celebrity, Jive Turkey. Oh, really? Oh, he's the expert on modern warships, especially modern submarine. Okay, cool. Yeah. Hi, Jive. Yeah, no, I'm not getting this in VR. Okay, let's try again. I may need Dr. Kai's launcher. That was the way to do it before. So what I'll do is I'll come out of Steam VR and I'll just run Elite Dangerous and see if it runs. If Elite Dangerous launches Steam VR on its own, then we're good. I don't know why I was getting this Meta thing. That's for Oculus. Yeah, log into a Meta account. And if I don't, what? It doesn't work? Yeah, no, that's... This is so weird. I don't know why it's asking me to log into anything. This is not normal. It wants me to create a Meta account with Facebook. What the F are you talking about? I must have some software plugged in that's interfering with it. Yeah, I think I need Dr. Kai's thing because I don't know. Options. Oh, really? What, from within the game? Is there an option for that? Let's have a look. I haven't seen that before. This Meta thing's going to have to go. Whatever's causing that's going to have to get uninstalled. I think I might have had that in so I could run a game that's not normally VR and it's to make it work. Something like that. Yeah, the boost sounds cool, isn't it? It really is. So where we're going to graphics then? Settings and then graphics, I guess, right? Oh, now what do I want? Which option do I want? Side by side? Is it one of these? I'm using a HTC Vive original. Oh, hello. Right, let's have a look at my VR display. Hold on. Right, my VR view at the moment is just blank. Yeah, that's not it. Oh, hold on. Okay, okay, we're here. We're here, guys. It's working in VR view now. So hold on. So how the hell have you guys got? All right. What's that display quality like? Is it good? I think my VR view is going to be the same. Give me a second then. Headphones off.
And request docking permission before entering the starport. Ensure you have received.
Was my voice off for all of that? When I was looking around, did I have my voice turned off for all of that, guys? I think I just heard somebody knocking on my front door. I'm just going to check on my camera. Oh, come on, you stupid camera. Sometimes you need results instantly and it just sits there going loading, buffering. Oh, it's the window cleaner. Yeah, no, I don't want your services. Was my voice off for all that? That's ridiculous. Oh, well, basically I was just saying how big it is, but at least you guys got to look around. Sorry about that, guys. That was just me being stupid. Because I had to, what it was, that I had to mute the mic while I didn't want you guys to hear me fluffing around, putting the headset on and everything and all those noises. And I forgot to re-enable it again. Let me just go back in. Right. So, as I was saying, my first thing I said was let me stand up, and I did. And then I was just saying about that there's 2 chairs over there. It looks like a gaming convention with the joysticks and the gaming chairs and the throttles. So then there's 2 chairs over there, and then you've got 1 chair on this side. I've got my chair here. I'm all contorted with wires now. The wires are all over my body. You've got what looks like a futuristic pool table in the corner there. And it's about 7 or 8 steps to the orange door, I would guess. And then the word caution up on the top there in orange. That's what that was. And then I pointed out these lit up handles all the way around. Here you can see these green with the green lights on. So there's obviously people climbing around the ship a lot. And where's that loose cable? Yeah, there. Now I've stood up. You can see the loose cables run all the way across. Orange one and a black one, I guess. You can see it running all the way across there. But if I sit down, some of that's hidden, I guess. And then there's me. Oops. Yeah, and I was saying when it's blanking out, it's going grey and blanking out. It's because my satellite things, what they call satellites, they're pointing at my headset, but only while I'm sat at the desk, which is how I use it for sim racing. So if I turn around and take a step down my room, walk across my room a little, then the satellites lose me, and then it goes grey a little bit. But yeah, it's big in here. It's freaking huge. But I remember when I first got VR, and I was checking out all the ships, and I remember being stood in the hangar. But I don't think Odyssey was around at the time, so how the hell did I do that? Was it just cameras? Like if I disembark now, I go into like a 2D mode, right? And I don't even know where my mouse is, so I don't even know whether the game is focused or not. Yes, it is. Let's see what happens when I disembark now. This is going to be weird. Yeah, so now it's just a great big screen for me. Yeah, it's just wanky. It's not very good. I mean, you can still get to appreciate the size of this frickin' thing. It's huge. But it looks like I'm inside a box. And it's weird. When I move like this with keyboard and my brain doesn't, like it's not moving naturally, my head doesn't like it. It's a bit disorienting. And this is the problem why the VR version of Hitman 3 does not work because it's just, this is how they control the guy, and it's nauseating and it's horrible. The only game that's got, you know, like first person view controls like this that makes it work is Half-Life Alyx, which was built for it. But yeah, this is big. I'm not going to have enough brain energy left for Le Mans later. And then we get in and we have full 360 back, yeah? Yeah, there we go. Look at that. And then the button to center my view is that one. I think it's the home key. Yeah, home key. Oh, those loose cables go all the way around there. Shoddy work, fellas. And yet, where I'm looking now, there's loose cable, but I think you have to stand up to see it, don't you? No. No, not necessarily. Yeah, so there you go. That's what it looks like in VR. So, if I'm to turn it off then, so it's options, graphicos, and I just switch to off. And that's it. But now my Elite Dangerous is running in a very small window. So let me get rid of Steam. Yeah, the pool table. Oh yeah, I can walk around, but the thing is I've got so much junk in my room. Oh, it seems to have quit. I've got so much junk in my room, and my room is a lot smaller than the cabin of that ship. You with me? So, yeah, see, now it wants to launch Meta again. So that's no good. So now I'm going to have to go and type in no VR again. Bear with me, dudes. Bear with me. Elite Dangerous. Right click. Properties. No VR. And go. Yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, walking around, yeah. So yeah, if my room was like fairly empty, but if I tried walking around, I wouldn't get very far. That's for one. And for two, I'd be bumping into things in my room all the time. So that wouldn't work either. And I don't know whether it can use a controller where I can, point to a place in the room, like in some games you can, and then you leave go of the button and it teleports you to that place. I don't know. Right, so this has to change, guys, because I am operating in a tiny little screen. So the graphics to you is going to look shite.
We would like to welcome all commanders to this facility. Please ensure you complete all docking procedures within the allocated time.
Yeah, but... Okay, that's it. Now we're back.
Services at this starport are constantly being updated.
Need a more updated VR headset. There's one... Is it the Pimax Crystal? There's one called the Super. Forget that, because it's ridiculously priced. But the other one, the Pimax Crystal something. Light? I don't know, that one. That one. It's got much bigger displays in the eye things than mine has got. So like for sim racing and stuff, everything will be crystal clear. And minimum requirement is a 2080, I think. And I've got a 3080 Ti, so it should be okay for Elite and for sim racing. For flight sim, it would probably struggle. But yeah, so there you go. Quick quick go in VR there, which it's definitely a big ship, obviously. That goes without saying, right? But you really get to appreciate the size of this thing. And I didn't even notice there was 2 seats over there before, but I know that now. Right, so something's happening to my Elite Dangerous now. It's not graphically set up properly because every time I'm going to my browser, it is minimizing, which means it's not borderless. And that's no good. There we go. Borderless mode for the win. Well, if you're a streamer, for sure. I got the standard one, Sepilock, because I always get that one. I've never bought a pre-built one because it's like buying somebody else's idea of how a ship should be built, you know, and I've got my own ideas, probably worse ones. But yeah, I think that's all I can do for this one, but we will revisit this ship. Obviously, we will. It's brand new. Oh, nice detail there. Yeah, we'll revisit this, and we'll do some gaming with it, do some hauling. Maybe set up a platform or something in my system, and see how long it takes to build it with Panther Clippers. And especially if like other people join in to help with their Panther Clippers, how quickly it can get done. Are they awful? Yeah. Yeah. You can't store the included. Oh, that's another thing. Yeah, you can't store the included ones. Yeah. Yeah, point and go. Like, yeah, exactly. There's quite a few games where it's point and go. But there may be in my VR setup, there may be an option where you have like the size of my computer room here, which is very much smaller than the cabin or the cockpit area of this Clipper. But it may be that if I take one step in this room, it equates to something like a quarter of the distance. You know what I mean? That you cover more distance inside the ship than I'm covering in my room. Does that make sense? It's not one-to-one distance. You can maybe make the ratio like 1-2 or yeah. So yes, there you go. So yeah, there you go. 3 hours, just over 3 hours and 10 minutes, and it pains me to leave the stream with 125 people watching. But thank you everybody who's come today and given me your time. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it. The ship is awesome. I think it's brilliant. So well done, Frontier, on this one. Yeah, you get an A. You get an A. But just stronger shields would have been nice. But yeah, you get an A there. So yeah, hopefully a bit later I'll be streaming Le Mans Ultimate because it is now finally 1.0. They've made a lot of changes to it. And we have 3 new cars, and I cannot wait to get into it. The tire model has been revisited, and it's going to be brilliant. So I hope I've got enough energy for that later. Sally, welcome. Hi. So yeah, thanks guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you can go and get one, go and get one. Go get yourself one of these and do whatever you need. Be adventurous with it. Think outside the box. Turn it into something nobody expected. Exploration builds on the way. Right, take care guys. Thanks again, and I wish you all farewell. Until then, bye for now.